the coded messages, the secrets. They were used to escape for freedom by blacks and whites, black and white abolitionists, indigenous peoples, free blacks. Henry Box Brown, Henry Box Brown, escaped to freedom, how he got his fame, shipped in the box, how he got his name. Henry Box Brown, Henry Box Brown, escaped to freedom, how he got his name. Henry Box Brown was born in Louisa County, Virginia. And the plantation owners allowed him to work at the tobacco factory in the city. And at the factory, Henry fell in love with Nancy. Now, Nancy's owner, Mr. Lee, he said that he believed that families should not be separated. And if Henry would ask his owner to make sure that the owner would never sell him, then he could marry Nancy. And they were married. But Mr. Lee sold Nancy. Sold to Mr. Joseph Colquitt for his wife. And Nancy was to tend to her as a slave. And Mrs. Colquitt didn't like Nancy for no sensible reason and said, sell her off. But then she couldn't do without her and said, buy her back for $50 more. But then Nancy and now her children from her and Henry, they were sold again to Samuel Cottrell, who said, I am a Christian after all, and I will not sell and separate you. Sell and separate you. I will not do it from your husband. He said, but in order for me to buy Nancy, it's $650. I only have $600. Henry, if you pay the other $60, I will buy her and will not sell her. But then came the blackmail. You must build a house for you to live in, you and your family. And then $50 more, and $50 more, and more and more and more, till Henry had no more to give. And he was at the factory working one day when somebody ran and said, Henry, your family, they're being sold. They're going to North Carolina. Henry ran in the streets and he saw the children in wagons and wagons. And one child shouted, there he is. There's my father. I knew he would come to say goodbye, to bid me farewell. And then there was the Coffle gang, chained woman. And Henry walked, holding Nancy's hand. He wanted to bid her farewell. But looking in her face, he could not. And he walked until he could walk no further. The pain in his heart, he prayed. He prayed for an answer, give me liberty or give me death. And it came. A box. Henry Box Brown. Henry Box Brown. Escaped to freedom, how he got his fame. Shipped in a box, how he got his name. And Henry, he enlisted 2 men to help him. He gave $86 in order for James Smith to travel to Philadelphia to tell the abolitionists that he was coming as dry goods. And he asked the white store owner to help him and to purchase the goods, the box that he would be shipped in. And the owner said, is this box for dry goods? For your clothes? And Henry said, the box is for Henry Brown. And on March 29th, 1849, he got inside the box 3 feet long, 2 feet 6 inches high, 2 feet wide, with a gimlet to drill holes, biscuits and a bladder of water to drink and wash his face. Mr. Smith put Philadelphia this side up. It was loaded into the wagon. Henry Box Brown, Henry Box Brown, escaped to freedom, how he got his fame, shipped in a box, how he got his name. But then when it was unloaded at the Adam Express Company, it was not right side up, as it said on the box. Henry's head was down. It was loaded into the steamboat. Henry's head was still down. He could barely breathe. Give me liberty, he thought silently. Give me death. He heard 2 men come and said, "We've been here for 2 hours and 20 miles, and let's sit down a while and talk." And one turned the box right side up and said, "Hey, I wonder what's in this box. I suppose it's mail." And Henry thought inside, yes, it's a mail, but not the U.S. mail. Henry Box Brown, Henry Box Brown, escaped to freedom, how he got his fame, shipped in a box, how he got his name. And then it was loaded when he got to Washington. It was loaded and it was going down the ramp. And somebody said, "There's no room for the box." Henry prayed once again for his liberty. It has to go. It came with the mail. Henry arrived at the Philadelphia depot 3 o'clock a.m. 6 o'clock a.m. He was picked up. 6 o'clock a.m. 27 hours later, he once wrote that if you have never been deprived of your liberty, you cannot realize the power of the hope of freedom. Indeed, it was in me as an anchor for my soul, sure and steadfast. The men in Philadelphia, the abolitionists, stood around. Quaker Passamore, William Still, James Miller Kim. They didn't know what could be of Henry in the box. They feared it, so they tapped on the box. Is all right within? All right, sir. Henry